Welcome to CrossFit Cranbourne's 3 tips to improve your power clean. Tip number 1, get your setup right. So many things can go wrong in your lift just because you haven't set up correctly or you've rushed your setup. You've got all the time in the world to set up for a lift, so you don't need to rush. Few things are important. 1, foot position. Should be relatively under your hips, but it's going to be slightly different for everybody. Toes might be out a little, they might be straight. Again, it doesn't matter too much, it's going to depend on you, the way your hip is built, and your mobility. Secondly, hand position. A good rough guide would just be thumb width from your hips to the bar is a good guide. So put your thumbs on your hips, grab the bar, boom, done. That's an easy way to start up. When you're stepping up to the bar, step so the bar is just above the last lace on your shoe. From there, come down into that position. We want the weight towards the front of our foot, not towards the back. As soon as we shoot towards the back, we're more likely to lift our hips and carry weight through our back. We should be forwards, and you should feel a lot of burn in your quads. If you're not feeling burn in your quads, you're not in the right position. Tip number 2, use your legs. Too often we get carried away by ripping the bar from the floor, pulling early with our arms, doing funky throws through our hips. They cause a lot of unnecessary power, poor tension, and funky bar path that we don't need. It's far more simple than that. I want you to do 2 things, jump, catch. When we jump, we use our legs. How do we feel our legs better? By focusing on them. We need to remove some of that feeling and tension in all the other parts of our body. One of the first and the simplest ways to do that, hook grip. Get your thumb under your finger when you're holding the bar. That's going to allow you to just hold it with your hands and remove all the tension in your forearms, your upper arms, and your shoulders. When you hold the bar without hook grip, these parts of your body take a lot of the weight, which therefore makes you feel like the bar is a lot heavier than it is, which then causes you to pull early or rip faster from the floor. If you can hold that weight through your lats and relax your arms and squeeze your back, you're going to be able to feel more of that weight in your legs. Your legs are a strong muscle. You can push through that bar, jump, and catch with far more ease. Tip number 3, be patient. Far too often we rush when we do our lift, moving too quickly from the floor, causing us to once again not feel our legs properly, but also use our backs too much. When we lift from the floor, start slow, push your feet against the floor so you can feel that tension build up through your quads. When your quads are really burning and all the weight feels like it is in there, move slowly. Move slow to just past your knees. Once you get past your knees, jump and catch. And that's it. It doesn't need to be more complex than that. When you are in motion, you can only think about one thing. So if we say jump, just jump. Once you've fixed the jump, add another skill from there. Last tip, try not to rip back on the bar. Imagine yourself keeping your shoulders over the bar as long as possible. Pulling back through the bar causes us to use our hips really well, but then that therefore pushes the bar away from our body, causing this funky kind of C-shaped lift. Push through the bar through your knee extension, shoulders stay over the bar, we're gonna have a nice straight bar path. That's it. That's our 3 tips on how to power clean.